Hi guys. Okay, some of you guys have requested a little bit of help with the good old foam roller here. All right, so I'm just going to show you real quickly some of my favorites. There are a lot more out there, so if I'm not showing you something that pertains to something that might be aching on you or something you might need help with, let me know. I can point you in the right direction to find something online. I personally have a Gold's Gym. I think it was purchased at Dick's or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Really, there's not much difference in them. Some are a little harder, some are a little bit softer, but they're all wonderful. It's basically like getting a nice, good, deep tissue massage. It's actually called myofascial release. Fascia as in what's inside the body, not facial, but but yeah. So really, it just kind of helps loosen up the muscle fibers, things like that, just like you would in a deep tissue massage. To help heal the body, get it stronger, and really help with flexibility too. I am not flexible at all, so this guy kind of helps keep me loose and limber. Okay, so let me show you real quick just a few of my favorites. If you start with the foam roller right underneath your butt, there we go. All right, so right here, you're just sitting right on top of it. I have some at work that are like this long. If you can find a really long one, those are even better because you can really maneuver your whole body. Obviously, my butt just barely fits on this guy, so the longer you can find one, the better. All right, so what I want you to do is just lean back. You've got your hands back here to support you. A little bit this way, there we go. All right, you're going to take one foot right up here. I know this is a little bit difficult to get into. You're going to be turning yourself into a pretzel. I always say it's kind of like, it's a good pain. It's a good place to be because it really is helpful. All right, so for me right now, I've got my right leg up. And what I want to do is lean into my right glute or right into the right butt cheek, okay? And you can just roll right through that glute, all the way to the very top of the pelvis and then down to the hip bone. Sometimes you'll find a spot, for me specifically on this right side, I've got some sciatic issues, and if I hover there, I can feel it all the way down my leg. But if you find kind of a trouble spot or one that's like, ooh, ow, it hurts, I want you to hold it there. Take some good deep breaths. Yeah, it doesn't feel great. And then roll through it, okay? You want to spend at least a minute in each area. Really up to 5 minutes is great if you can tolerate it. I will not lie, there have been times I have been in tears on this thing, and I can't last more than 10 or 15 seconds, but I'll stop, I'll breathe, I'll start again. And just keep rolling, okay? I know it's painful, but again, if you've ever had a really good massage where they're really getting their elbows in, that's what it's going to feel like, and it's going to help tremendously, okay? So then you can switch. Then you want to roll in. You always roll to the side that's bent, okay? That's in that little 4 shape. You're using this foot here to kind of guide you and roll you back and forth. Obviously, your wrists might start hurting after a little while. If you take them nice and wide, the farther you lean back, usually the better it is. Go one hand for a minute if you need to rest a hand, or then to the other hand. Play with that a little bit, okay? So this is my my number one stretch, especially for those hips, and again, especially for you ladies, because ladies have probably the most hip problems, and we need to keep those loose and limber. All right, and then a lot of you may know the IT band is actually, it runs right down the side of the leg, and it is paper thin. Some people think that it's this big, huge muscle that runs down there, but it's actually a very small, thin tendon that tends to lock us up a lot, especially for walkers and runners, things like that. That's a big trouble area for a lot of you. So this is a really good one for that. What you're going to do is just lay on the side of the foam roller here, okay? Now, my top leg is the one that's going to actually be supporting me. So I'm going to bring my top leg up and over here. And again, I'm not very flexible, but I know I'm probably a little more flexible than some of you. Some of you may need to be way back here. That's okay. What this leg is doing is going to help me stabilize so that I can determine how much pressure I'm putting on that bottom leg. Okay, so obviously I've got my arm all ready and set here. This bottom leg is the one that's important though. That one's going to stay just perfectly straight, and you can just roll all the way through. If I have to keep moving my leg around, oh, yep, I found a spot. There, okay, so what you don't want to do is roll right over the kneecap. You can go all the way to the knee, but then just kind of keep wiggling around. It's not easy, you guys. It is not easy at all. You might even get yourself a little sweaty as you're trying to roll through. And you're going to find spots that hurt, like right there. Ooh, yeah, all right. And then you just hold it for a few seconds and roll back through, okay? both legs. Now, once you get past the hip bone there and you want to move up more towards the pelvis, you can actually come over that joint, and then you start moving more into like the hip flexor area, right in the front, okay? There's this little pad of muscle that's just right here in the front of the body, kind of to the side. If you need help, I'll help you find it online, showing you exactly where it's at. But you can kind of roll a little bit more to your tummy and roll right through that. I mean, it's small. It's just a little teeny tiny muscle here, but it feels amazing. So you can roll that, again, both sides. You can come down all the way face down and roll out your hamstrings, or I'm sorry, your quads. Here, again, just one leg at a time. All I'm doing is just laying right on top. And you can hit that hip flexor this way too. So you can kind of start at the hip flexor, move around a little bit to get every angle that you can in there. You know, play with it, have fun, and then roll all the way through. Again, do not roll right over the kneecap or that joint there, but you can get pretty darn close. You can roll your leg kind of side to side, really dig in there. Another one, this inner thigh. This one you've really got to get kind of creative for. Okay, both legs are straight down. And I can't roll very far in here, but I'm telling you, even just a couple inches makes a huge difference, and just roll all the way up, or as high as you can. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad I'm doing this, because I really need to do this right now, because my legs are pretty tight. It's been a heavy week for legs. Okay, I'm going to switch to my other side now, because my left side's getting all the love. All right, next up, you can roll those hamstrings. Again, you want to kind of get into that position where it's just right here underneath the legs, one leg at a time, and just roll here. Use your other leg to kind of guide you. Oh, we have some flurries now. What do you know? Okay, so just kind of rolling here all the way up right to the very top of the leg, and then back down. And then another one of my very favorites is the calves. Now, this can be done a few different ways. I like to do one leg at a time. Again, you can kind of go all the way down through that Achilles tendon and up through the calf. Don't go back behind the knee. You can get very close to it, but don't go back behind it. You can rotate. Scoot back a little more so you can see me. You can rotate the leg side to side like this, so that you can really work into different angles as you're rolling. If you have a really hard time holding your body up, I come across this with some of my clients. The arms are just getting tired after a while of trying to hold yourself up to be able to roll. Sit down. Sit down. Put the other leg on top. Let that bottom leg completely go limp, so that all the weight from that top leg is on there. And just hold it there. Keep finding, you can wiggle a little bit down. Find a new spot. Let it hold there. Wiggle down a little more. Let it hold there. You can move this leg back and forth and get the exact same effect. Okay? So that's going to work both of those calves. Now, I really haven't done any rolling with my arms. I'm going to show you a couple with my back real quick, and maybe a little bit of chest, but I don't have as many problems with my arms at all, so I can help you find other exercises for that too. And so if you come onto your roller, actually you don't even have to come all the way on it. I have to scoot back. I keep getting too close to the camera. All right, just lean on back like you're in a chair, okay? You can just roll right through your back here. I like to really use this in between my shoulder blades. You don't want to go to the neck, okay? But you'll kind of find a spot where it's like, okay, that's enough. And for me, it's about right there. I don't like to go up any higher than that. And now I'm running into my ottoman. And roll there. You can even roll through the lower back a little bit. This feels great, you guys. Oh, it's like heaven. You can even hold on to the head if you need to really stretch right in between those shoulder blades. That feels good. Another way to do it is to turn it this way. Again, this works much better with a big long one, because you can then rest your head and everything on there. But just to kind of hang out here and let everything open up, you can kind of roll a little bit side to side through. Oh yeah, those shoulders. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, wonderful. Oh. All right. Good night. See you later. Okay. One more. Move around to the chest. Obviously, girls, watch out for those girls. but you can roll right through kind of the armpit here. Actually, honestly, just hanging out here and letting your whole body drape over this thing feels great through that chest. You can move a little bit here, not much. You'll only be able to move a little bit. Let me think, anything else? Anything else? It's really the most effective with the back. You can use it for your arms here, like the triceps, things like that. It's hard to really get a whole lot of body weight in there, so because of the positioning that you need to be in, it's not as effective as using like some tennis balls and other different types of foam rollers. I know Davis, he's got a real long skinny one that's got like some knobs and stuff on it. Maybe he'll show it to you guys, or maybe next time he'll point it out, or I can point it out to you guys. But I really want to get one of those because that really digs in a lot deeper. You can, I think that one's got handles on it, so if you just want to sit and kind of roll this way to get those hamstrings, I keep saying hamstrings, quads, it's been a long day. You can do it that way. You can, for the feet, I've even done this. Just step on it, just roll right through the foot. Okay, honestly, I like the feet better with a rolling pin or a tennis ball because it's a lot harder. This is almost too soft for my feet, but some people may enjoy it. They may love it. So hopefully that is a little bit helpful for you. Those are just some of my favorites. And again, I'm not a very flexible person, so I feel like spending a few minutes each day using my foam roller has really helped me stay loose and injury-free. So anyhow, so I'll go ahead and get this out to you guys. I hope you are enjoying your Friday. I have to go back to tackling issues with my website. I'm happy. All right. I love you guys. See you later.